You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White sports fans, we have covered the Los Angeles Lakers very, very extensively here on this channel. This season was an absolute disaster. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook were not a very good mix. And one of the biggest letdowns of this season is that they finished well under 500. They never blended together. And as the season went on, it got worse for the Lakers. Injuries set in, and Russell Westbrook was never a fit whatsoever on this team. Now, when I found out about the Russell Westbrook trade to the Lakers, I was like, I don't see this working, but I never anticipated that they would be something like 17 games under 500. I thought that the Lakers would probably be a top 4 or 5 seed, not really a contender, because I don't believe you can win a championship with Russell Westbrook. Well, the Lakers are finding out the hard way. They've fired Frank Vogel, and we know that LeBron James engineered this team. He met with Russell Westbrook before the season and decided we need to pull the trigger and make this trade. Now, LeBron James engineered this. LeBron James is also a part of Clutch Sports. Now, he doesn't necessarily run Clutch Sports himself, even though we know that he truly does. Well, guys, since the Lakers were well under 500 and they fell apart, they were the oldest team in probably NBA history. This team was old enough to actually see Julius Caesar get assassinated on the Ides of March. I'm being very, very facetious here, but you guys get the point. Anyway, guys, look. Report who Lakers blame for Russell Westbrook trade. Well, guys, you guys know who I'm blaming for the Russell Westbrook trade. It was LeBron James and Clutch Sports, because LeBron James runs Clutch. Well, it says here, the Los Angeles Lakers Russell Westbrook experiment was a disaster, to say the least. But the storied NBA franchise isn't taking full accountability for the decision to acquire the former MVP in the trade. LeBron James and the agency that represents him, Clutch Sports, reportedly played a key role in the Lakers trading for Westbrook last year. It is nothing new for LeBron, who reportedly helped shape a number of rosters throughout his career. Miami, Cleveland, you guys get the point. Rob Pelinka has the last say in the Lakers building, no. Does he really? I believe it's really LeBron, but that's just me. But anyway, it says he was the one to okay the Westbrook trade, regardless of how much pressure LeBron put on him. But Pelinka and the Lakers aren't just blaming themselves for the decision. According to a report, the Lakers are internally blaming, you guessed it, LeBron and Clutch Sports for the Westbrook trade. Quote, ideally, their suggestions to the Lakers front office will be better than acquiring Westbrook, writes Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus. But James certainly has a strong influence on the Lakers' decision-making. Multiple sources indicate the team's front office is internally blaming pressure from Clutch Sports Group, representing both James and Davis, for Westbrook. Folks, this is not a surprise. This is all LeBron James' fault. Anybody that knows the NBA and knows how LeBron James operates knows that this is his fault. He is to blame for this season. Unfortunately, Frank Vogel had to pay the price. LeBron James engineered every single move with this team. It has been well documented, folks, that LeBron James does not like younger rosters. And he engineered the oldest roster I can think of in NBA history. And what happened? Injury set in. LeBron was injured. LeBron has been pretty much injured just about every season with the Lakers. He has missed significant time. Anthony Davis. LeBron wanted him there. That was a LeBron James move too. And he was young, but Davis has a long history of injury problems. And yet again, he was street clothes. He missed so many games. So the Lakers, I would suggest not listening to LeBron James. Now, the Bulls dynasty, I think I mentioned this before in previous videos. The Bulls front office refused to listen to Michael Jordan. And they were right about that. Michael Jordan, greatest player of all time, can't take that away from him. But LeBron James, or Michael Jordan, I should say, the GM, not very good. Look at what he has done with the Charlotte Hornets. Not very good. So the Bulls, their management said, nope, we're going to do our own thing. But the Lakers, man, Jeannie Buss, not running a good ship over there in LA, bending the knee to LeBron James. Guess what? This is why you had the worst season in Laker history based on expectations. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, the Lakers are blaming LeBron James and Clutch Sports for the failed Russell Westbrook experiment. Now, any general manager could have told you that this was not going to work. But Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, they listened to LeBron, and that is the reason why they failed so horribly this season. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.